Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinenye Ogadima, a data professional from Nigeria. In this channel, I share insights around data, tech, passion projects I work on, and just life in general. So if this is your vibe, do subscribe. I share videos every Monday and Friday. Welcome to this channel, the new subscribers and already existing subscribers. In this session today, we'll be talking about how you can set your goals using Notion. I used Notion to set my goals for last year and I achieved every single thing about my goals. One thing I love about Notion is that it makes your goals visual, and I'm such a visual person. I like to track what I'm doing, and the template I used also broke down these goals into different quarters. So in this video I'll be sharing how I was able to do that, also things that you should do before you write down your goals into the Notion template. So stay tuned and let's get to it. When it comes to setting goals, you want to think about quality over quantity. Choosing quality over quantity is effective because it helps you to streamline your goals in a way that it's not overwhelming and in a way that it's achievable. And I'll be showing you how to do that. So, firstly, we're going to be using a process called mind mapping because sometimes you have a lot of things in your head that you want to do, but you don't know how to articulate it. You don't know how to break it down into smaller goals. And so we'll be using mind mapping to really break down these goals that you have in your head into various clusters that make sense for your vision. And then when we get it into these clusters, we can now be able to arrange it in order of priority. So, which comes first in the scale of preference, or which things do we think that we can work simultaneously on? So, maybe for someone, your goal this year is to read more books, but also you want to become a public speaker. So, can this work simultaneously? Can you read and also find spaces or communities where you can practice public speaking? So, this helps to make things achievable. So by combining really high, I would call it high impact goals, or goals that will require high energy, and then the ones that will require medium energy, and then merging them together to create a plan in the long run. Let me show you how to mind map. Usually, when I'm mind mapping, I write a specific thing I want to achieve in the middle and then start writing any words that come to mind. So maybe for you, your goal in 2025 is to make money, or your goal in 2025 is to make money from your data skills, make money from whatever skills you have. You can write it in the middle, just as you can see in this picture, and then start writing out words, thoughts, projects, anything that comes to mind. It could be, okay, I need to learn a high income skill in 2 months. It could be, I need to put myself out there. It could be writing, having a mentor in this field, watching YouTube videos related to this field, sharing my work, practicing, whatever words that come to mind, write it out. Don't try to make sense of it, nothing, just write it out. Or it could be something that you need, maybe in terms of gadgets, a laptop, a new phone, whatever, just write it down. Whether it's gadgets, money, things, people that you need, the kind of people that you need on your team to make this work, the kind of resources that you need to learn and monetize. Just write everything down. Now that you have written it down, we're going to try to cluster everything you've written into different aspects. So check what you've written, maybe you wrote laptop, you need a laptop, you need a camera to explore your photography. So this could fall into gadgets. So just group that into gadgets. Then when it comes to courses you need to learn, maybe you wrote you need to get better in writing, you need to get better in data analysis. This should come into the knowledge or the learning educational resources that you need. So you group that into educational resources. When it comes to maybe people that you need, the kind of people that you need in your team, you can group that into human resources that you need. So this would really help you outline what you need to do or the things that you need to do to achieve it. Now that you've created this cluster, so you have an idea of, okay, these are the technological resources or equipment I need, tools and equipment I need. These are the human resources I need. These are the educational resources I need. Then what do I need to do to get those resources? So I think that's where like the goal setting comes in. And for this, we'll be using the SMART approach to be setting goals. So just stay tuned. The SMART goals technique simply means that your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and also timely. So this helps you properly articulate your goals and be able to measure it, because at the end of the day or at the end of the year, at the end of each quarter, you want to be able to see, what did I achieve, why didn't I achieve this, or why did I achieve this, and how can I replicate this in the coming quarter. So when it comes to specific means that your goals are well defined and clear even to you. So you need to use simple words. So if your goal is, for example, for me, I want to launch a YouTube channel that talks specifically about data and tech. That is clear, it's not ambiguous. You can just know what the goal is when you see it. Then the next thing, it has to be measurable. So this means that your goals needs to have specific criteria that measure your progress towards the accomplishment of the goal. So what are you using to measure? So I want to create a YouTube channel, or you want to learn a data course. So what is the measurable goal? Is it that you're able to complete a data analyst with Python tract in 3 months? Is it that I want a specific number of subscribers in 3 months? So this is what I mean by measurable. Then the next thing is, it has to be achievable, it has to be feasible. It's not something that would be unrealistic. So, for example, I want to start a YouTube channel and I'm saying that my goal is to have 10,000 subscribers by 1 month. That's an unrealistic expectation, because I'm just starting. I need to build the audience on a new platform. I need to gain the trust of my subscribers and potential viewers. So you need to put in something that is feasible, that is achievable. And maybe you might need to do like a little bit of research in your space on what is obtainable. Of course, you can always set goals a little bit higher because it also stretches you, but also make sure that it's realistic, because I can't say I want 10,000 subscribers by the end of 1 month of starting YouTube channel. Maybe people can achieve it, but in a realistic aspect, it seems like reaching for too much. And this comes back to the hour of the SMART goals that talks about being realistic. And of course, timely, having specific timeline. This just helps to create a sense of urgency around your goals. So if I come in and say in 2025, I want to create a YouTube channel, and that's it. So there's no sense of, okay, I need to do this fast. Like, when am I starting? When am I starting this channel? How many posts am I going to be posting, in a week? What is my plan for consistency? What is my plan for retention? So these are questions or that you need to ask, and that's why it's important that your goals follow this SMART structure. So now it's your turn to set your goals and let me know how it goes. Okay, so before we continue, let's connect what I talked about SMART goals with mind mapping. So let's use the example of the educational resources. So you've understood from the mind mapping that in reality, you need to upgrade your data analyst skills with Python. So that means that your SMART goal could be that either that you need a data camp or any other platform subscription by February, or you need to complete a data analyst track in any platform by the third month of this year. So this means that you have to start looking out for scholarships, platforms that provide scholarships with data camp if you cannot afford to pay for a year or a couple of months subscription, or you need to start looking at resources, maybe books, YouTube channels that teach data analysis with Python that you can start watching and start practicing. So, this is what it really means to connect your mind mapping. So, you can see how mind mapping connects with your SMART goals. So, the next thing we're going to do is from these SMART goals and the mind map we created, you would create your four core themes for the year. Now, these four core themes will serve as a template for your different quarters of the year, and you will see how we'll be transferring these different quarters of the year into our Notion templates. So, the next thing we're going to do is to group these goals or these clusters into our four core themes for the year. So, if you look at the goals that we set or the goals that you set, the mind mapping that we set, what core themes comes to mind? Just drop it in the comment section. But for me, I would say some of the four core themes I see is data skills proficiency, financial growth. This person wants collaboration and a thriving network, and more importantly, consistency across everything. So, in the data skill, to consistently improve. When it comes to financial growth, to consistently improve. When it comes to a thriving network, to really commit to this consistently. So, go ahead, pause this video if you need to, and write down your four core themes of the year from either your mind map or your SMART goals that you've set. Your four core themes for the year can now become your quarter goals. So maybe in Q1, it could be focused on data proficiency, data skills proficiency. Q2, financial growth. Q3, collaboration slash thriving network. And Q4, your plans for consistency. Of course, some of these goals can work interchangeably or together, but for the purpose of this video, we'll be keeping it in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And the next thing I'll do is to show you how you can organize this on Notion. So you're going to go to your Notion app and then search for, you go to this templates place and then search for yearly tracker. You'll find this 2024 yearly goal tracker template by Notion that you can easily add to your private space or your general space. So we're going to wait for it to load a bit. So in this tracker, you can easily edit it to, I usually edit it. You can change the year, change the theme for your year. Maybe your theme for the year is to get the bag, become a data expert. Just change the theme, change the pictures to really suit your mood. You can really modify that to make it very visual for you. So you can also see that you have the Q1, Q2, Q3, your habits tracker to track other goals that you have for yourself, whether it's food, gym, skin, whatever. And then in the Q1 goals, you can see that you can easily write your to do, also track what you've done, what you've not done. So it's such a visual way to write your goals, and you can always go back to it. Congratulations, and now you know how to set your 2025 goals with Notion. Good luck, and I look forward to you achieving all your goals. Do well to subscribe, like this video, drop any questions, any comment that you might have, and see you in the next video.